The enduring attraction of war is this: even with its destruction and carnage, it can give us what we long for in life. It can give us purpose, meaning, a reason for living.
The biggest sign is the fact that we are following the trajectory of all empires, which is that they expand beyond their capacity to sustain themselves. We have run up the largest deficits in human history, which in the bottom line is we can't repay it. We have done so at the cost of our infrastructure, our public education, our working class. We're hollowing the country out from the inside, and the physical evidence is all around us. Plunging roughly 1/3 of Americans into poverty or near poverty, according to the latest statistics. Our bridges, our roads are collapsing, libraries are being closed, fire stations are being closed. These are the signs of a nation, or let's call it an empire, that is reaching a kind of a terminal point. And if we don't radically rechart our course, then the collapse is going to be very frightening and very chaotic. And it's a look at what happens when you kneel before the marketplace, and when human lives, the course of human life and human community, are determined by the dictates of the marketplace, and there are no impediments to corporate control, because these sacrifice zones are now expanding outwards across the country. I mean, roughly 1/3 of this country already lives in pretty extreme poverty, or certainly struggles, and that will only grow if the corporate state is not stopped, because their goal is to reconfigure, and we're already very far down that road, into a kind of oligarchic neo-feudalism, where you have a rapacious, moneyed, entitled elite which controls the economy, systems of communication, education, as well as political power, a sort of thin managerial class, and then 2/3 of the country are left scrambling to survive. Structure of the corporate state, as well as the imperial state, remains untouched. It doesn't really matter which political party holds office. The policies of George W. Bush have been assiduously carried out, for the large part, by Barack Obama. And even figures like Dick Cheney have confirmed this, whether it is the so-called war on terror, the refusal to restore habeas corpus, the eavesdropping, wiretapping, and monitoring of tens of millions of Americans, which under our Constitution should be illegal, passed for the FISA Reform Act, which Barack Obama supported, whether it is the looting of the U.S. Treasury on behalf of Wall Street. All of these are policies which are bipartisan. And that is because we have undergone, I think, in the last few decades, a kind of slow-motion coup d'etat, a corporate coup d'etat, whereby the citizen is rendered impotent, and it is solely the interests of corporations which are paramount within the circles of the power elite.